Finally, the last of his woeful indictments for the 45th former President Donald J. Trump. He is now officially has until August 25th. Hey, that's my birthday. He has till the 25th to turn himself in with 18 other cronies, Rudy Giuliani, and a host of more that need to get their asses down to Georgia. And if not, they will be arrested. So do understand that he will turn himself in because he doesn't want to be arrested, especially down in Georgia. What we also will finally get to see is that he is definitely afraid of this one because this is a RICO indictment. There's RICO statute charges against him. There's 162 counts, 10 indictments. She only has to convict on 2. Only 2 charges have to be he needs to be convicted on for him to go to jail. There's 162, so there's definitely going to be 2 of them. See, these RICO charges come with a mandatory 5 to 20 year sentence. He ain't getting off of this one. You ain't walking away from this one, Donald. This is finally something that will it heal the country? Probably not. Will it satisfy a lot of anger and angst that has been brewing for the last nearly 4 years? Yeah, I think it will. I think what will happen is that a lot of his cronies will still be upset. A lot of his followers will be upset. But what you will find out is that a lot of them will finally hear the truth, because a lot of this stuff, when George, that trial's going to be long because she's trying to prosecute all of them. Fani Willis, DA Fani Willis, she's trying to prosecute them all together instead of doing 19 separate trials. So she's trying to do a combo trial. Her doing this will make it longer. It's going to take months before this ends. But what will happen is that we will be able to see what's going on, and the public will be able to hear what's going on. And DJT, he's going to realize that those 18 that are convicted alongside him, there's going to be some that are going to flip against him. And he will then realize that he should have told the truth. He should have said that I pulled the wool over my voters' eyes. I didn't do shit for them in the 4 years that I was in office, because he did nothing. There's not a person that can actually comment on this video what he did monetarily for the poor or middle class. Everything he did was for the billionaires and corporations. But yet you guys still follow him. You guys still want this guy to be president. I've never seen more people want a criminal to run the country than I have seen in the last 4 years. Never have I ever. And there's no one that's in the lower class, poor to middle class, that can say open-hearted what he's done. You were living in trailers. You people in the Midwest, you were living in trailers in 2016. You're still living in trailers in 2023. 2020 came and gone. He lost the election. In those 4 years, he did nothing for you. Don't tell me he did. We have a better economy now than we did. We have more jobs now. We have the lowest Black American unemployment rate. We have a president currently, he's not the best president. Let's not get it twisted. But he's out there trying, and he's trying for the lower class. Now, could he be getting us, fair wages that are actually a minimum wage that's guaranteed? Absolutely. I think that's one of the biggest things that he needs to do. Joe Biden and the team, they need to actually make a promise that in the next 4 years, if we take the House and we have the Senate, that we're going to get a minimum wage increase federally across the land that will be more than whatever the $7.25 or whatever it is. It needs to be $17, $18 an hour. So this way, the lower, poor, middle class actually can see that there was something that was actually done for them. And there's much more that needs to be done. But we're not going to go into that side of it. I still want to talk about DJT taking his trip down to Georgia. What I realized is that he effed around and he found out. No one's tolerating you no more, Donald. You did 50 years of terror. You've hired people, not paid them. You've bullied people by taking them to court where they don't have attorneys that they can afford attorneys to offset lawsuits, where they just walked away from their money that was owed to them. You've unlawfully evicted black Americans out of their households back in the 70s and 80s, you and your dad, and they couldn't fight back. Outlandishly have stated that the Central Park Five raped that young lady, and then when they were exonerated later, you've never offered an apology. Never. So this is all the stuff that you're paying for right now. You're paying for your sins. And it's finally come around. And you deserve everything that's going to be coming to you. Full force. And guess what? America, true Americans that care about people, have been waiting for this day for a long time. And we're going to get it. We're going to be able to laugh all the way, not to the bank, but we're going to laugh all the way to the end. Because you deserve it. And Jared Kushner, they're coming for you. They're coming for you. You're next. Don't think you got away with it. They're about to do an inquiry on your behind about that $2 billion from the Saudis. Have a great day, folks.